YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Benji, and we are back balling. The WNBA continues to make headlines as they head into the NBA Finals. I'm sorry, the WNBA Finals, and that's with a lot of stuff that doesn't even necessarily have to do with what's going on the court. So, of course, there's been talk all season long about Caitlin Clark and her stellar play on the court, but a lot of the talk has been a lot of fans been wanting her to silence the racist commentary and a lot of the bigots that have spawned out of her stellar play. So we had a legend Sue Bird talking about it.
Well, can we just like call a spade? Racism has been impacting the WNBA well before this year. This is not a new thing.
Sure.
This is, in that way, I do think Caitlin's being used as a pawn.
Mm-hmm.
Caitlin didn't bring
Right.
racism to the WNBA. This has been happening. And that, I think, is what's been such a shock for all of us, that other people are surprised by this. We've been trying to tell you. And once again, for so long, as a player, I would almost joke. I'd be like, I would have loved to have shut up and dribble. In so many ways, I would have loved to have been valued as a basketball player. I would have been loved to have been spoken about just for my play. I think everybody in the league can say that. But nobody ever let us do that. So what happened? We started to build a backbone, a little bit of an identity.
Got
We
organized.
understood that in order to push our league forward, we were going to have to combat these things. And then you know what else we learned? It feels good to stand up for yourself. It feels even better to stand up for others. We started to learn that people were learning from us and able to follow us in a different way. And who are we following? Black women. So that's such an important part. And I think, again, I get sad when I talk about this a little bit in that we're still not talking about basketball.
No, no.
We're still not
We're still
allowed
not, yeah.
to be focused on for our basketball play. And it's not to say we're not going to continue to combat these things. That'll always exist, I think, in the fabric of our league. But we still aren't talking about basketball.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do agree with what Sue Bird was talking about. And obviously, that's someone who has experience, obviously a legend in the WNBA, and has seen things from her own perspective and vantage point. And of course, we got Rose Gold adding in her input.
However, when she's been prompted, she has spoken very clearly on those matters
Talking about Caitlin Clark.
and has taken a strong stance that none of that is acceptable. She doesn't back it. She is against it and denounced it. So I think, this is where she has agency in how loud of an advocate she wants to be, how loud of an ally she wants to be for her fellow WNBA players, for her teammates, players, women that she's sharing the locker room, blood, sweat, and tears with. And, for the most part, our majority Black women, a number of people identify as LGBTQ. It's her choice, how she wants to participate.
I think a lot of the topics of discussion too have been whether or not Caitlin Clark has a job to do this, but unfortunately she has been thrown and cast into discussions of face of the league. So when you have such a large platform and when great things are expected of you, unfortunately you start to take on a lot of responsibilities as well. So it is a thing where now Caitlin Clark has going to be the spokesperson for a lot of different topics and subjects and for a lot of different people. But yeah, somebody made this post right here. They said the hot take is that it's actually abusive to keep attaching Caitlin to this. Agreed that these fans are not people that Caitlin Clark is necessarily bringing into the sport. At the end of the day, there are people or trolls that have jumped into WNBA discourse. And if for some reason, the media has fallen into the trap too of lifting Caitlin Clark to this crazy pedestal and seemingly downplaying the other players and then highlighting a lot of the bigotry that's been pointed out from these trolls. So tying it back to Caitlin, I think, is a little distasteful because it's not like she is advocating for this, and she's actually advocated against this multiple times. But then this is where things get a little crazy. So we know WNBA MVP A'ja Wilson went viral for a clip that she had with Sue. I'm sorry, not Sue. It was Kelsey Plum, teammate of the Las Vegas Aces, where she talked to her and she felt like upcoming star Paige Beckers out of UConn was using her privilege in a positive manner, similar to Kelsey Plum. And that sent the internet ablaze. But crazy enough, apparently people are accusing a friend of A'ja of actually participating in acts that would a lot of people could tie into being hypocrisy. You can read what he's saying about these women. I mean, he's got a lot of tweets where he's kind of really distastefully talking about a lot of women, and I don't even know what he's necessarily speaking of. Yeah, but I think he's just jumping in comments and going at women a crazy way. His name, da da da. Oh wow. Marlborough County Sheriff's Office arrested a man after a student of Blimford Middle School discovery reported that they were assaulted by a teacher. And the guy turned himself in and was charged with one count of assault and battery, third degree. And he was employed as a dance instructor. Oh no. After reviewing statements from the teacher, student, and multiple witnesses, the Marlborough County Sheriff's Office arrested and charged him. He was booked at the Marlborough County Detention Center and released the same day on an $8,000 bond. What's the guy's name? Michael Malik, Triple M. And I guess right here we are trying to allege that these two do indeed actually know each other and are actually friends. As you can see, Asia's out there supporting the Gamecocks and national championship run. He's photobombing their pictures. Oh, that wasn't her. Oh, he's hanging out with them, helping take pictures with fans. Happy birthday. Oh, coach from South Carolina wished them a... Wait, what? Oh. So what was he, like a former manager or something like that? He's obviously pretty close to a lot of the team. And he's got to be in some way or somewhat or some fashion close to the team because he showed up to a game. I mean, I could assume that, yeah, this is your friend, but how are you tagged in with the coaches and everything? And he actually was trolling Diamond and Shields. Ordinarily, this capacity is normal can trolling, but in the context of WNBA advocates, this is wrong. Best question, why have you spoken up against this? There's guys projected to be a star in the WNBA, but has thoroughly underperformed, but falls in the bust category. She tweets and dresses well. Oh no. And this was about Diamond and Shields. At this point in your WNBA career, you are indeed a bust. She was all rookie, all all-star, and all WNBA and had to learn how to walk again. Very facts. Diamond Shields is ill. Tough, though. She's tough. Stewie and A won't be a true rivalry because this is not about hoops. It's America on display, and racism is a huge factor, even if neither player is complicit.
On the quote, that's some cool shit, too, because his ass just got here. Fuck, don't ever play with me no shit like that. Now take that shit to the group chat, bitch.
DJ doesn't have issues with fans for a very long. As her 2023 raging against fans, cycle attention seeking. See for what it is. She's trying to be viral and Caitlyn is her cash cow. So I also like I have a random job. Because the man I want to violate, because man, the way I want to violate some of y'all is crazy. See what is this like? Oh, okay. So the guy that originally posted this thread, I guess people are calling him out too for saying he's been unfairly critical of the players and talking about them, I guess, in a way that's not necessarily just relating to their play. So I guess this is the narrative that people are trying to paint online, is that Caitlin Clark needs to control fans and trolls. She never met Paige, cannot control her bigoted opinions of her friend. All this continues to do is just draw more division between the players. I don't really know, man, but I guess people are just trying to call out Asia for a little bit of hypocrisy. I guess because of a conversation that she had with a teammate that was in the midst of a lot going on. So we don't necessarily know the true context of the conversation other than, I guess, what was presented to us. But people are upset because one of the upcoming stars, Juju Watkins, has agreed to a multi-year contract extension with Nike that will give her one of the richest shoe endorsement deals in women's basketball. And people are saying that Asia energy would not be the right towards this because she believes that, of course, some of these players are only getting opportunities simply because of the color of their skin or their background. And that might not be exactly what she is looking to that might be not exactly the narrative she's looking to push, but that's what a lot of people are putting words in her mouth to say. I don't know. So definitely an interesting situation. What do y'all think? I mean, is it something that she should really have a big deal with? Is it something that she should come out and address publicly, or is it not a big deal because of the people that she hangs around getting spats with people online? Now let me know online.